Yep. Hello everyone. I'm planning to make a let's play soon, but I got some problems. I got bad news. The United States president has already said he does not to take. He don't need to ask for Congress permission. He don't have to ask for their approval to continue sending more military troops, U.S. military troops to fight Iran. And here's the thing, that's bad because if he ends up sending U.S. military there without relying on the permissions from Congress, and let's be real, I know he could do things without Congress permission, but the things that he's doing right now, and that's because he is in the White House, that's because he has power, and that's mostly because he's the leader of the United States, to now he can abuse it. And he's going to send U.S. troops to Iran without the permission of Congress. This is bad. This is bad because he's going to send people to put continuously with the war without letting Congress know. And this is information that just came in. If you want to know certain things that you want to know ahead of time, the best thing to do is check some stuff that, when you go on your Google browser, don't search anything. They'll show certain things when you set up your phone to make it where you want to know what's going on, even political-wise. Right now, the U.S. is screwed. The United States has no longer any power. Well, that's what Trump wants to make it look like, right? That people, the United States citizens, does not have power. He's making us look like idiots. He's making us look like the bad side. And he's the one who's the bad guy. Okay, he's the villain. He is the evil genius villain. At least that's what he wants people to see him as, right? So how is it genius? How is it something? What makes him a genius for putting a war in conflict against Iran against us? We never asked him for that. We never asked him for the conflict. We never asked him for a war. People voted him in to lead but not start conflicts. He was supposed to improve. That was never a thing. He was never the type of person who was ever a president to do the things that were needed. He would overinvest. And early this year in 2026, he's overinvested to try and put immigrants and deport them. And he's still doing it. He's still investing money on things that are not needed to be invested in as a president of the United States. To where, I'll do what I want, folks. I can spend the money however I please. I am the United States President, Donald J. Trump. Well, yeah, he's getting what he wished for. But the thing is, if he continues, because in the midterms he's just going to get removed, right? Because this is the thing, Democrats only need a 2 or 3 majority of the Republicans vote to not just impeach him, but to indict him and to remove him from office, and then he'd be going in his merry way to jail. Because he has done far worse than what he's done early this year. First, he was putting, well, okay, they're all worse than we think, right? ICE security. He sent them even since late last year, around winter time and early this year. He has been sending people to kill actual citizens. And then in his first term, COVID was happening, but before COVID actually happened, we had the Black Lives Matter movement. Because people were trying to help Black Americans. And this guy wanted to, at first, he just wanted to shut down that Black American, Black Lives Matter. He failed because he didn't get to take down that charity in time before Biden came in. And I feel like Biden done a lot more than Trump. And yeah, I remember I've seen things that Biden said he focused too much on trying to build the economy, making the United States more better, to where business can rise. And then now you have Donald J. Trump. He has not done anything. He does not serve the United States. He does not serve the people of the United States. He wants to piss them off, abuse the power to take money from other citizens and business owners. To where a lot of these businesses and a lot of these citizens, those citizens, to him and other people in his side of the government, they'll take all these people as just complete immigrants. But these immigrants became citizens. But he can't do that anymore. Right now, he's just trying to take voting rights from citizens by saying, you need to have my passport. He's trying to make them passports so that way you can go places by airplane by using the picture of his face in that passport. Okay, if we have your face on our passports, that's not showing our identity. We need to use our identity in the passports so they know it's us that is traveling to another country. Or even if it's Puerto Rico or Hawaii, you won't be able to go there because it's not your passport. That's what it's making it look like. It's making it look like it's his passport. Because every passport also has to have the face of the person that had the ID that was connected to that passport. And here's the thing, right? He also wants to, he also, what was it? Wait. Okay. So he also wants to put his signature on I think it was $100 bill or something. I don't know. This dude is stupid because he wants to put his own signature to have his face on a dollar bill. You won't be able to do that until you are gone, Trump. Because when presidents have their signatures on like a $5 or $10 bill, it's when they are no longer here. That you are basically on that dollar when you're no longer existing. And here's the thing, he's stealing from other countries behind our backs. What kind of president wants to put a conflict behind the citizens' backs? I don't know. And we have never had this issue in a long time when it comes to someone being a president in the White House. Oh, man. And here's another thing. I'm going to express something here. I'm going to say his name. And I'm going to say it now. But then afterwards, I'm going to let it cool down before I put another thing expressing about it. And this is not me putting a grudge against this content creator. This is me expressing what he's also doing to a lot of citizens by misleading politics. It's a content creator from Twitch. His name is Hassan Piker. He has been criticized by a lot of news reporter services. Okay? And the reasons why is he misleads politics. We all know that. He supports terrorism. We don't support terrorism. He supports full-on foreign laws. And then, when he makes it look like, oh, that's the devil if you see a naked female, or if you see an anime female character. There's no actual nudity in a gacha game that exists on PS5 or Google Play. And like, what's wrong with being creative with fan-made games? I mean, he actually played a gacha game. Oh yeah, I've seen someone reacting to this. It was basically considered a looter type gacha game. And if you haven't noticed, I played it before and actually enjoyed it. That gacha game was pretty cool. Okay? But Hasan Piker is making it look like he don't enjoy anime gacha games. Dude, he played one, and it was based off of looter in that genre, and it has a gacha system. I don't know. But there's a lot of things, a lot of bullshit going on in this world, in the United States, to where some of this bullshit don't need to be a thing. We don't need to have people going against each other. And people don't want to go against each other. Because a lot of people are figuring out that these people, Trump and Pam Bondi, who got removed because Trump didn't like how she is putting evidence that they didn't want to show. And you got another guy, man. You got Kash Patel, who is supposed to be in charge of. He's basically the CEO of the FBI. He's a CEO of FBI, and he's a director. I don't know how you say the word. I would have to look up how you say that thing he's working as. But he's supposed to be working for FBI. He's controlling how security is worked. To where he don't really do nothing. Kash Patel is just sitting on his desk, chair, and then smoking a cigar. Because I've seen people show his own Twitter because his own Twitter got leaked. You have all these political content creators who show the things that all these Republicans what they're doing. And then Kash Patel's in a party, but during Christmas, not this year, last year, he's holding a little baby, smiling. That looks all wholesome, right? When he's like being with family in Christmas. But then he's done worse by supporting the things Trump wanted him to do. And here's the thing, he's like, Kash Patel is really vulnerable to getting removed. I mean, he's got criticism. People in the government has criticized Kash Patel because the way he's taking charge with security, the way he is handling his job as someone who is supposed to make sure security is balanced. But you have a lot of people that are working for Trump, and a lot of them are just from prison, who Trump paid to work for him. And let's say if you put foreign law fully on the United States, you're just censoring a lot of the things that make it secured. And the foreign laws that Trump wants to implement are the things like where it'll make any person be free to kill other people by censoring the good side of the law. He wants to, well, he would say how he wants to how do you call that word? Damn it. He wants to prevent sexual abuse and rape and pedophile and murders, crimes, and all that. But when he says that, he means the opposite. He wants to censor the good side of the law that usually keeps Americans safe. And he's going to try to take down health insurance completely. He has no plans to make a healthcare plan so people can upgrade and then spend less. No, he's not going to do any of that. He couldn't do it, so he's not doing it. He got the vote to appeal it, to remove it, but he can't put anything to support it, and he can't really come up with any ideas on how to handle things out there. And here's the things I see it, he sent multiple people to Iran, and that was early this year, right? He sent a man who has profession in combat, martial arts. Now, that person has profession in martial arts, right? Here's the way I see it. Have the person that usually knows close combat buy you as a bodyguard and put someone with a profession who knows how to deal with long range. You want to know how the chessboard happens to be? Or better yet, we're going to talk checkers as an example. You have all these checker pieces. Red. Okay? Red is usually the one that goes first. Now, here's the thing. If you get that checker piece to the other side of the board, that checker piece is now... Because once he comes back, he's going to be... either if he goes there, he's going to be king. Or if he comes back to your board, if you bring that checker piece to your side, it's going to be king. It's one way or another, right? But let me put the example for knights and archers. Okay, I'm going to put an example for medieval tactics, right? You would have the archers behind the knights, alongside the cleric near the knights. Because, right, you got to make an example for clerics are like the healers. They are basically the healers who also can tank. But let's say if you put the archers first, you lose your best offense that is supposed to become your best defense, alongside your best defense, which are the knights. Now, when you go into war, right, you have to send the knights first to distract, while the archers are firing arrows. That would be the best strategy, right? You have to have the archers behind as like a supportive. Now you put the knights, they're able to tank, right? But the problem is you send the archers first. So what happened? Where's our defenses? What happened? Our knights are at risk. They're vulnerable to not have any support or backup. That's what the king would do, right? They would send... The knights will send... My sister just pressured me, sorry. The archers will be the ones... So when you send the archers, there's no way for the knights to get support. There's no ways for the knights to even defend themselves because you don't have support. And the thing is, now your clerics are gone before the knights are. Now what happens? Or it could be the knights go down first before the clerics. Because clerics usually have a mace and a shield too. They have something. To where Trump didn't think it through. Instead of putting the archers back and not sending them forward and just send the knights forward, you have left Trump has left himself wide open. There's no one to defend him. And he's supposed to be the king? To be honest, we don't accept kings anymore. But he just put us in a vulnerable state. But I'm just gonna end the stream here. And yeah, I'll probably make a Let's Play soon. I think I might be under pressure again. But alright guys.